the reason I'm having you on here is you're in the MMA world now. You're transitioning. You're a couple of weeks away from your debut. So how you feeling? How's the delve into mixed martial arts so far?
Yeah, it's exciting. It's fun, and it's gonna be a really cool journey. And I'm excited to kick it off June 18th, XFN. So it's gonna be a one for the books, pro debut. So looking forward to it.
For sure, man. And talk to me. People that follow collegiate wrestling know you, but maybe people that aren't in the MMA community are just going to start to get familiar with you. So how long has your intent been for you to join MMA, to get into the mixed martial arts game? Has it always been part of the plan, or was it something that just came along the way?
It's pretty much always been part of the plan. I would say about like maybe my junior or sophomore year of high school. That's when I really thought that I would be able to do it. I could definitely see it in my future. Obviously, being a wrestler, I always had the Olympics in sight. But just growing up, always working out in MMA gyms and doing a little boxing and doing a little jiu-jitsu back in the day, back in high school a little bit. It just always brought me. MMA's always took my attention, so it's always got my attention. I always knew that some way, somehow, I would always end up into it. I didn't know how soon or when, but I just knew it was definitely my future.
For sure, man. And you talked about, a lot of wrestlers kind of start out in the collegiate wrestling and they want the Olympics is the goal. And you're 24, you're pivoting, you're going off into the MMA world. So why is that? What made you choose MMA over trying to pursue the Olympics?
As a high schooler, I was never a big freestyle wrestler or international style wrestler. And I thought, why not make the switch and try to make some big money, and try to do something that's the next step. I just thought it was an opportunity that I was given, and not many people get this chance to train at the places I get to train at, train with the people who I get to train with. So I'm just using my my opportunity, and I'm taking full advantage of it.
For sure, man. And how long have you had training in MMA so far? Like, how long has MMA been your main focus? Has it been about a year, a little more? Is that how long you've really been all in on this?
About June 1st will be 1 full year of just straight MMA training. So I'm coming up on a year.
So how's it been? I mean, is it what you expected? Has it been more difficult? Has it been easier? What's the training been like?
The training is how you want to make it, and it's been hard. It's been really hard. It's just another step. It's similar, but the training is just like wrestling. It's hard. You make it hard. So it's similar in the aspect of grappling and everything, but I think people on the outside look at MMA and they think that it's a little bit relaxed or easy, but the way that I train and the way that we train, it's probably about the same as wrestling. But so it's been good, and it's been everything that I thought it would be.
That's great, man. And in the wrestling aspect of MMA, have you noticed any differences maybe in technique or anything you've had to unlearn just because it's such a different game, right? We've seen really good wrestlers come over here into mixed martial arts and somehow get out wrestled by somebody has really no collegiate background. So have there been tweaks you've had to make in making your technique that might have caught you off guard?
Sure, yeah. MMA is it's a different sport. Wrestling is just a part of it. So obviously you're gonna have to adapt, and you're gonna have to do different things than what you would do in wrestling, and even in jiu-jitsu and all that. It's just MMA is a different sport as a whole. So of course you're gonna have to adapt. It's not gonna be exactly the same, but there's similarities. There's things that you can pick and kind of lean towards that are easier. But it's similar, but it's all different. The cage is different. Grappling is a little different. So it's just adapting to the rule set of the sport.
Yeah, and obviously part of the reason you kind of fell on my radar, at least I knew about your MMA debut, was your buddy Daniel Cormier, you know, we see him plug his teammates a lot, but he seemed very enthusiastic on Instagram. I think he tweeted something about you, about your debut. So talk to me about what it's been like, you know, with him as a mentor. Obviously, you guys have the college tie in there. So how did you get in touch with DC? How did you get to know him? And what's it been like being beside him while you're taking this journey?
Yeah, man, he's awesome. This team is awesome. I got my teammate Kyle Crutchmer out here. He brought me out here. Kyle Crutchmer brought me out here. We have my other teammate Jacoby Smith, and we all went to Oklahoma State. So it's kind of been like a little pipeline. So you know, I was interested, and we kind of all just you know, sat down, got to talk and conversed, and one thing led to another, and we thought that, you know, it'd be great if we all just you know, ended up in the same place. And having DC and Kyle out here, you know, it's been nothing but awesome. You know, they lead me in the right direction, and you know, they paved the path. You know, so now it's just for me to follow, and you know, and future Cowboys or future wrestlers.
It's great, man. And AKA obviously has a very good history of taking wrestlers and making them MMA fighters. So you touched on a little bit there, but what's that experience been like? And who are some of the other guys outside of the couple you just named that you've been working with?
Yeah, Sean Bunch, Mark Climaco, Anthony Doe, a bunch of those guys. So, you know, there's high level partners around here at AKA. I mean, there's just so many, and I mean, the knowledge in that room is it's high level. So it's what you come there for, and it's what I came there to learn, and so it's been good.
And your debut is going to come at home, or your home away from home, XFN 371, I believe, in Tulsa, Oklahoma, June 18th. What are you expecting when you step in there? What's the environment going to be like? What should people expect to see out of you?
You know what? I mean, I'm expecting everything. I'm expecting the lights. I'm expecting the crowd. I'm expecting the roars, everything. You know, like they say, prepare for the worst, pray for the best, and that's what I'm gonna do. But I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna show out. I'm gonna show out for my crowd. I'm gonna show out for my people and everyone who supports me. So it's gonna be a good show.
Do you have an opponent yet for this card?
Not yet.
Not yet. What weight is it? Flyweight? Is that where are you gonna start bantamweight or
flyweight?
Flyweight. So that's where you competed at, right? In wrestling around 125. So weight cut's going to be normal. It's just going to be like what you used to do, right?
Yep.
Cool. So what's the what are your aspirations in the sport long term, man? You know, obviously everybody sets out trying to be a champion, but is it tough to kind of put that pressure on? You know, you try not to put that pressure on yourself, or are you trying to get to the top as quick as possible? What's kind of the game plan from here on out?
You know, I'm a very day-to-day type of guy. So right now I'm just taking you know, my time in the sport, and you know, really enjoying it. But you know, I'd be lying if I didn't want to say I want to be a UFC champion at the end of the day, and you know, and hit that mark. So that's a long-term goal. That's the dreams that I have set in my head, and those are the dreams that I'm going to chase after, and I believe I'll get.
Awesome, man. Well, I wish you the best of luck in that, and I appreciate your time. It was good to get to know you, and good luck with everything, man.
Hell yeah. Thank you.